great about that, other than trying to help people who are in a state of disease. Welcome back to the Immigration Answer Show. My name is Jim Hacking. This is episode number 565 of the show. I'll be here for the next 60 minutes or so, trying to answer as many of your immigration law related questions as I can. If I don't know the answer, I'll tell you. I might go look it up. I might not. Just doing my best to try to educate people on the general immigration process in the United States. This is not legal advice. This is just one dude's thoughts on what you might be doing right, what you might be doing wrong. We have a lot of friends here. Hope was here first, as she often is. Jay Cruz is making Nicaraguan tacos. Doesn't that sound good? All In is happy to be here, all the way from Houston. Robert's here. Phoenix is here. It's 16 degrees in North Dakota. Ooh, no thank you. Nurse Laura says, happy Wednesday, everyone. Jamal is here. Hina's here, as she often is. Patrick Papa is watching in Vegas. Cesar is here from Portland. Nice. Rich is giving me the big up from Florida. Carolyn's here in Pennsylvania. Boy, that Carolyn gets around, doesn't she? Lawrence is here. Good to see everybody. The waiting room is open. So if you have a question, come on in and ask it to me. In the meantime, Hoolie's sending out secret notices and her secret code words. I'm not sure what that's all about, but that reminds me of when President Trump said Kofefe. So there you go. Kay Kassan is here. Hello, Kay.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Thanks for taking my my call.
Sure.
I have a question about my I-751.
Okie doke.
So I filed for the I-751 in September of 2021, and I was supposed to get like an answer like in 2 years, within 2
Yeah.
years. Then
Yeah.
they extended it to another 2 years, so I've got now 4 years of extension for my green card. So my question is, like, can I apply for my citizenship? I'm quite sure like I can apply for my citizenship even before they come up to the decision on my I-751.
How's
So,
everything with the marriage? Everything cool?
no, I filed solo. Like I got a divorce, but I don't have no problem with my ex-wife. So
When is the 5-year anniversary of your green card?
November of this year.
So the question is, in August, Jim, can I apply for citizenship? I would say yes, I would.
Okay. What's the like they're gonna interview me for both, right? Like if I got.
Probably. I mean, what we always tell people is the filing of the N-400 is usually the thing that moves the 751 along. Your 751 is a 751 solo, so those are always a little bit slower and sometimes involve an interview. You might not want to apply for citizenship just in the hopes that you get the 751 approved without an interview. But if you said everything's cool with the marriage and you're not worried about your ex saying bad things about you, I would go ahead and apply for citizenship.
Okay. What does it mean that like they shifted my application from one center to another?
I don't know. I don't pay any attention to that.
So it doesn't mean anything, right?
Right.
And there's no need to sue the USCIS at this point since they're late or anything. Like,
You could if you want to, but I don't think you need to.
all right.
I think you're just chilling.
Okay, just one last question. I've been outside the country for like 2-3 times now, like for a short period of time. Does it affect anything or?
No trips more than 6 months?
No, just 2 weeks.
You're fine.
But they're not stamping my passport for some reason. I don't know. Like, how do they know?
That's all electronic now. They know.
They know, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, Jim. Thank you so much.
All right, keep us posted.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yep, see ya. All right, all right. Hey, Rocio had a really nice idea yesterday that I liked, and that is that people who've already gotten their benefits, we could try to do mock interviews on here. People really like the mock interviews. They like it when we do that. So I'll be thinking about how we could try to incorporate that into the show. Maybe I have a friend who's going to have their naturalization interview in April, and I thought maybe about asking them if we could do it in here. Princess Lizzie, we have not heard from Shabazz yet. No, we have not heard from Shabazz, but hey, look who is here. Yassine Hori is here, and Princess Lizzie is here, so you know it's going to be a good day. Ify, what do you got, Ify?
Hello, Jim. Good
Hi.
morning.
Good
I'm
morning.
doing good. Thank you for having me. This is my first, I think I was here yesterday, but I was hoping to be called. So anyway, my question is something I'm actually ready to file my I-751, and there's something on the website that is a bit confusing.
Okay.
So I used the calculator, and it seemed like I am eligible to file in April. I want to know. I know that there's going to be an increase in the filing fee on the first, but I want to go ahead and purchase or get the money order now. Can I do that? Because something on that website is a bit confusing. So let me just read what it says.
Actually, no. I got you. Just tell me the start date on your green card.
On my green, the start on the 7th. I got it on July 7th, 2021.
July 7th, 2021.
Correct.
And you haven't filed your 751 yet?
I'm supposed to file in April.
You mean you got it 2022 then?
Oh, okay. It should be 2022. Yes.
Do you have
Sorry.
It's okay. Do you have your green card with you? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure 2022.
Okay, so tell me the date again.
July 7th, 2022.
July 7th. So you can't apply. No, you can't apply early. You're going to have to pay the higher fee.
Okay.
Because what could happen? What the worst thing? I mean, the one thing that might happen is they just reject it and send it back to you. But there's even a worse thing. They might cash the check and then deny it, saying you filed before 90 days.
I'm not filing. I'm just gonna get the check so I don't pay the increased fee.
No. It's not about when you cash. It's not about when you write the check. It's about when it's postmarked, and you can't post. If you postmark it before April, I would say I would even wait till April 15th to file. So if it's postmarked after April 15th, you have to send in the new fee, not the old fee.
Okay, so but the calculator on the website say I can file on the 8th of April.
Yeah, but I don't care. I don't want you to do it too early. Give it a week.
Wouldn't that be past 90 days? Because
no, it's a 90-day window. April 8th is the first day you can file.
Oh, okay.
You have until July 7th.
Oh, okay. I get you now. So
yeah,
okay.
So there's this 90-day window, and if you file 93 days, or if you filed this week, like because you didn't want to pay that fee, then that would be too early.
Okay. Can I ask one more question, please?
Of course.
All right. So I apparently I'm just learning now that it takes some time for, after filing the I-751, it takes a long time, years for you to get, I don't know. So would that stop me from working?
No. So when you send in your 751, they'll send you a receipt notice with a 4-year extension. So if you need to travel, you'll take that extension letter, your expired green card, and your current passport. That's what you'll travel with. Same with work. If work needs to get further documentation that you're still an LPR, that letter will do you just fine.
And I'm also thinking that I'm going to fast track the process because I am going to be 3 years married this year. So I'm thinking that I want to put in for my N400 once I'm able to do that.
Which would be April 15th next year. So 1 year later.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yep. Got it?
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, that website can be confusing.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. See ya.
Yeah.
Princess Lizzie says it would be cheeky of USCIS to take that fee and then deny it after people wait years and years, but they do it. I don't think it's I don't think it's on purpose, but sometimes it might be. I don't know. They accept it, they receipt it, and they cash that check, and then they deny it, saying, sorry, you filed too early. And sometimes people wait 2 years. This happens on I-130s with the spouse overseas, if you can believe that. All right, ATL in the house. What do you say, Atlanta?
Hey, Jim. Thank you for taking my call.
You got it. How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm a little worried about something I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to put my adjustment of status application together. There's a part like I've been arrested or convicted of a crime. And I did have one back in 2016 in my home country, but it got dismissed. And on a prior visa application that I tried to apply for, but it ultimately got denied, I put no because I had the concept because they told me that I don't have to disclose it in anything else that I do.
Who's they?
I mean, like the court or anything. So I don't have to disclose it because I have a clean criminal record now. So I don't know how that works.
So you're saying that back in your home country you got arrested, right?
Yeah.
And then you went to court, and then what happened to the charge?
It was like a first offense for like a small amount of marijuana, and I pleaded guilty, but they gave me a program, and I completed the program, and then it was dismissed, and my criminal record was cleaned.
So you didn't disclose it on a non-immigrant visa, which ultimately got denied, but you are disclosing it because you know you have to on your green card application or citizenship application?
It's a green card application. Like our country also has like a visa waiver program. So when my visa got denied, a couple months later, I came back to the port of entry and they admitted me into the country. And for prior times, I went back and forth without any problems.
Okay, so what's the question for me?
So you said I have to disclose it on the application.
It asks, have you ever been arrested, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have to say yes.
So is that going to be a problem, how I did not disclose it on prior application?
Yes, it is going to be a big problem. They're going to say you misrepresent. I mean, if they work that hard, if they go back that far to a non-immigrant visa that got denied, I don't know. I mean, I would say that you should be prepared to talk about it, that it's probably going to come up, a 70% chance that it's going to come up at an interview or on your background check. And then that's going to make them go look at your non-immigrant file. So you're probably going to need a waiver for misrepresentation.
Yeah, because that's what I was trying to explain to the other lawyer I was trying to deal with, because he did my wife's citizenship and she got it like a few months ago, and I was telling him, like, are you sure I have to disclose it? And he's talking about, no, it won't show up on a background check. And I said, I'm not sure about that.
Well, it doesn't matter if it shows up on the background check. If you lie about it, they could, that's a whole other problem. Then you have two misrepresentations. Right now you only have one. Does your spouse have any health issues or psychological issues or economic issues?
Well, not at the time right now with health issues, but I mean, like, I try and help her pay like the bills, and I know she's trying to go to nursing school, and I'm trying to support her and stuff like that as best as I can. But when you have a son who's 10 years old, nothing more than that. So
I think you could make a waiver case out of that. I think you want to start to me, it's not so much whether it's going to show up in the background check. To me, it's that you're going to admit it because you have to admit it, because you're filing this application under oath and you don't want to get caught. You don't want to get in trouble for it. If you have to deal with it, you have to deal with it. But that's the real problem of not putting down the truth at the beginning.
Okay, I understand that. And I think I went on the show before, and I just wanted to know, because I told you that my wife got a citizenship, like she applied like last year.
Yeah.
And then they called her for an interview like 3 months later.
That's great. Yeah. Citizenship cases are going pretty fast.
Yeah. So I just wanted to disclose that too, because I was supposed to come back on and tell you that, but I didn't get a chance. But awesome. I appreciate your input. Thank you very much. That's all I have.
Take care, brother. Good luck.
All right.
Yeah, you always, I mean, when I first started doing immigration, it was very rare that USCIS would request or have access to the old non-immigrant visa stuff. But now it's all dialed in. It's all connected. They have, I think they have it almost in real time. They can get it and they can go back and look at old applications. So I think ATL might be headed for a waiver for misrepresentation. You know, it's Thursday. There's nobody in the waiting room with their cameras on. Hi, Beth. You're on mute, Beth.
Good morning, Jim.
How you doing?
I'm great. Long time listener, first time caller.
Oh, that's my favorite.
So I have a situation. So just 2 questions.
Go for it. Oh, I can't hear you, Beth.
So are you hearing me, Jim?
Now I can. Now I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. So my situation is I got my green card and social about 2 weeks ago. My son did file for me. I have an unmarried daughter. She's over 21. She has overstayed her visitor's visa about a year or so ago. I want to file for her, but my question is...
Hey, Beth, your mic keeps going away from your mouth. So I hear like every other word.
You're not... Hello?
Yeah, it's still not great. I don't know, but
Still not great. I don't know.
that's
Not hearing me,
better.
Jim?
Yeah, so you have an unmarried daughter over 21.
Okay, yes, who is out of status. She overstayed her visa. And I want to file for her, but my question is, do I wait until I get a job to file for her? Or I can go ahead and file for her now? You know, my green card is I just got it 2 weeks ago. And
So-
that is question 1. And question 2, when will I do the waiver for her to go back home?
Okay, so number 1, yeah, she's going to need a waiver for the overstay. What's the hardship that she's gonna, like? I don't know if you should file the I-130. I don't know that that's something you want to telegraph that she's here out of status. I don't know. Why do you think she would get a waiver?
I don't know. I was just wondering if I can file the I-130.
Well, you can, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. If you do, you're saying that she's here without status, and I think Donald Trump's going to be president in about 6 or 7 months or 8 months. So you're sort of handing them her address and everything. I don't know, unless there's some kind of major hardship to you if she were sent back home.
So what do you suggest I do? Can I help her in any way?
I don't, you can file the I-130. It doesn't get her anything. I don't know if she's not going to get a waiver. Then if you don't think she's going to get a waiver, then I don't think it makes sense to file the I-130. I would say just wait and see if she happens to marry a U.S. citizen.
Okay. So do not file the I-130 nor the waiver at this point.
I'm not saying don't file it. I'm not telling people what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying if you don't think you can make the waiver on the back end, then filing the I-130 might cause you more trouble for now. And yeah, and David's right. You know, you're talking at least 10 years before she'd even get to the green card stage. So I don't like this plan very much.
Oh, I see. Okay, Jim, thanks for your advice.
Okay, thanks, Beth.
What is going on?
See ya. All right. Pex is here. Hello. Oh, I like those glasses. Oh, then she took them off. You're on mute. Or I can't hear. Yeah, you're on mute.
Okay, hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm well, thank you.
Yeah. So, can I ask a question?
Well, sure. That's why I'm here.
Okay. So, I got married to my husband in 2021. I was about to put in my papers, and I wanted to get my divorce from my ex from my country, and I found out that it wasn't actually in the system. So I was advised to do a divorce again with my ex here in Georgia because I live in Georgia. So we did a divorce here again.
Yeah.
And but they asked me not to put in the papers because as long as I did a divorce after I married, the marriage is like not legal because I did it. I did a divorce after. So now I and my husband have redone our marriage this 2024 in February. And my question is, if I'm going to file, am I going to have to put in the first papers of my marriage in 2021 and then put in the second as the certificate from 2021 and the certificate from 2024?
2024. The other one isn't valid, so you don't need to list it. You shouldn't even talk about it.
Okay, what if they pull up my husband's marriage history and they see that he was married in 2021?
To you?
Yes.
Then you explain it, then what happened, and you walk them through the timeline. Like I would bring all that stuff to an interview, but I wouldn't lead off with it. In our mind, the original marriage to the U.S. citizen was invalid because you were still legally married back to your spouse in the home country.
Mm-hmm.
And then your marriage didn't become valid until you got married in 2024. So to me, that's all you have to list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The one thing you might want to do is talk to a lawyer in Georgia and say, can we get that first marriage annulled because it wasn't valid because I was still married back home? That's the only thing that'd be even better than just leaving it out there. I would try to get it annulled if you can.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, makes sense. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
All right. New Jersey's in the house. What do you say, Jersey?
Hi, Jim. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I just have a quick question. I entered without inspection in 2004 when I was 17 years old.
Yep.
And then when I was 20, I had a boyfriend. He was a lawyer, and his friend was an immigration lawyer, and he tried to help me with my situation because he didn't want me to get a deportation order. So he opened my case, and then he suggested me to go to court and say I was going to leave the country, but he knew that wasn't my intention. So, but he told me to do that, and I thought he knew what he was doing, and then I did that anyway. But then, since I didn't leave, I got a deportation order in 2006. So 2021, I married a United States citizen, and I finally filed my I-130 on September 2021, but I only got it approved on November 2023, so it took over 2 years. But my lawyer, she finally sent the I-212 last month, and she told me it's gonna take up to 25 months to get it approved. And I want to know if that's a reasonable time, because she said that after that I have to apply for the I-601A, and that one can take up to 3 to 4 years. And so I want to know if that time is reasonable, and if Trump becomes the president, if that can affect the situations like people like me that already apply to try to get a green card.
I think that the timelines are reasonable. I think that that's something that's probably those timelines sound right to me. So I don't have much to say about that. As far as I think Trump will try to stop anybody from coming back and getting those kinds of waivers. I do think that's in their plan of trying to keep people out of the United States. So I think that, yes, I think that's true, that'll happen.
So in case of people that already apply for the I-212, so is there a way for, whatever he does, since I already apply and I'm already married, is there a way for him, because I'm in the country, I'm in the United States, so is there a way for him to,
I think what he's going to do is he's going to take all the resources from all the people that should be processing 212 waivers, 601A waivers, and take all those resources and put them on the border and on deporting people. And then therefore your case will just sit the whole time he's president. That's what I think is going to happen. It's sort of like a quiet shutting down, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm worried because my sister went through the same situation, but she applied in 2016. And then when, Trump was in power, her case was just sitting and she's still waiting to get it approved. And,
Yeah,
it's 8 years already.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
So there's no way to sue the USCIS in case it takes longer than that, is it?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what the landscape's going to be like? Who knows how they're going to handle lawsuits, all that stuff.
Okay. All right,
Thanks.
Jim, that's all I need to know. Thanks
Okay.
a lot for your help.
Good luck. I don't want to spend a ton of time thinking about Trump becoming president again, and what happens with immigration. But so questions like this: should an LPR leave out of the country for vacation? I don't think so, unless they're from Iran. I wouldn't leave the United States or China. So there you go. Tourism's here. What do you say, tourism? Hello, I can't hear you. All right, he's out of here. Hello?
Hi, how are you, sir? Do you hear me?
Now I can. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm the long watching the first call. How you like it? Happy
Nice.
Ramadan.
Thank you. Happy Ramadan to you. Thanks for calling and thanks for listening.
Thank you. Mr. Jim, I have just a quick question, and I will give you the long story short.
Okay.
I came the B1, B2 visa, and then I fell in love, and then we married with the United States citizen. And I started the meet with her 2021, and then we married 2022 July.
Yep.
And also I get the RFE 2023 February, and then we fill up the RFE, and then I get the green card on April 9, 2023.
Okay.
And also somehow I don't know what's happened at all. I don't know what's going on with her, and then she just tried to give it to me argument. She kicked me from the apartment where we live together, and then I thinking right now she want a divorce. And she said when you come to apartment, she gonna call the police. She wanna put like some report. I don't know what she's thinking about, but she want to divorce. My question is, can I file if I final divorce I-751 solo?
Of course you can. Yes, you can. Now, when did the problem start? Before or after you got the green card?
This problem start in this year on February.
So like a year later.
Yeah.
What do you think happened?
On my opinion, what was I completely thinking? So before I meet her, and then we all declare, we talk each other, and then probably she found the credit. What I have a credit like 4,000 from the bank. Probably she opened my mail, and then she upset about this. This is what I'm thinking. So any other, she don't want to talk with me. She just say she gonna call the police, and she want to do something, FBI to do something. I don't know. Like I think all she want to divorce with me. That's what I know.
Why is she so mad?
I don't have idea. I
Well,
know I have a credit only 4,500, but till now, I don't have idea what she's thinking about. But I'm the truck driver. I'm barely home, and I don't have idea how she thinking. So she thinking I cannot pay off, or she thinking it's gonna be effect for the immigration process. I don't have idea. She don't want to talk about this. Only 4,500 is nothing to do about this. I don't know.
4,500. Where'd that come from?
This is what I get my credit.
Oh, okay.
This is my personal credit. I didn't add her name. I didn't do anything about her, like her information. But still, she mad at me. So I'm just confusing what I have to do right now. So I can do divorce, is no problem. But only thing I mentioned, can I fight with the I-751 solo?
Yeah, you can once the divorce is final. And so, I would say try not to piss her off too much. It'd be nice if we could get a statement from her later, maybe when she calms down, that says that it was a real marriage. It just didn't work out. If she has the guns out looking for you, that's going to be a problem. But we've had
This is what I'm scared too. Sorry, I'm cut you. This is what I'm scared too. So one time when I go to talk with her, and then I just text her, I say, "Hey, honey, what's going on? Can you come down, or I can go up? Like, I have some surprise. This is like we have to talk each other. Every family have some like little issues, so we can figure out this problem." And she just texts me like, "Just to leave my apartment. I'm gonna call the police if you come to my apartment. Just to leave the key by the door."
Did you happen to watch yesterday's show?
Honestly, I watch it, but I not remember. But I remember this happened, something like this.
Yeah,
but
the guy
not
was,
real. Yeah.
Every time the guy went back to the house, she called the cops. You don't want that. You don't want any of that stuff.
No. I don't want it.
So stay away from her. Get a divorce, and then and we can help you with the 751 solo if you want. We do those all the time. You can do it. I think we can still win it.
Okay, I can reach your team soon possible. Probably next week when I get home. Right now I'm in the road. I'm in the road.
Sure.
So it is possible, right? I can like I'm barely brief. Be honest. Like I don't have any bad criminal. I don't have anything illegal to do in the United States. So like I'm working all the time legally. Like I'm not drug seller. Like I'm just kidding.
Right.
The people like fighting like the argument with police. No, I don't have anything like this. But I don't have
so
idea.
we want to keep that clean. We don't want you to be like that poor guy yesterday. She's had him arrested 3 times, and now
this is what I'm thinking right now.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I appreciate it. I can reach you like probably a couple days, and then
sounds good. Just make sure.
Which one better? I'm sorry. Which one better? To email you or the call office?
Email info@.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Thanks,
Happy
George.
Ramadan.
Okay. Same to you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh my God. That was a nice call. I didn't believe what everyone was saying, but apparently it's true. Donald Trump is hawking Lee Greenwood's Bible. So if you don't know who Lee Greenwood is, he's the guy that sang that song, "I'm proud to be an American because at least I know I'm free." They play it in St. Louis, at least at N600 ceremonies. Lee Greenwood apparently has some Bible. After years with few updates about Lee Greenwood's controversial Bible, the project is again resurgent with a recent promotion by former President Donald Trump. Here's what Trump said: "All Americans need to have a Bible in their home, and I have many. It's my favorite book." Encouraging supporters to purchase the God Bless the USA Bible. Religion is so important and so missing, but it's going to come back. Greenwood, the Nashville area country musician whose hit song God Bless the USA inspired the Bible with a similar namesake, has long been allies with Trump and other prominent Republicans. But that reputational clout in conservative circles hasn't necessarily translated to business success. He has all these losers that have these fringe businesses like that MyPillow guy and Lee Greenwood and what's that Kid Rock, all these bums. They all latch onto Trump trying to get in on the grift, because that's what Trump is best at, is the grift. Getting now the Republican Party, now all the money going to the Republican Party itself is going to Trump. His daughter-in-law is now in charge of the Republican Party. The grift never has been so big as it is right now. Here's what to know about the Bible's. Okay, it's an unordinary Bible. The text of the Bible includes the U.S. Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, the Pledge of Allegiance, and, of course, the lyrics to Lee Greenwood's song. Critics saw it as a symbol of Christian nationalism, a right-wing movement that believes the U.S. was founded as a Christian nation. Oh, my God. And this is, of course, what Trump is channeling. This is ridiculous. Oh, my God. Well, geez. All right. I don't know what else to say about that. Interesting ideas. Biden is great at being a potato. Joe Biden's done a great job being president. He's older than Methuselah. There's no doubt about it, but they've gotten a lot done, a lot more than Trump ever got passed. Randy, what do you say, Randy?
Hi, Jim. I'm glad to be back here again. Can I go off camera, please?
You were off camera, Randy.
So a few weeks ago, I was here and explained my situation. We were called for an interview, and my wife wasn't willing to go. you suggested that we request our lawyer submit a withdrawal for my I-485. Now, when the lawyer wrote the letter to USCIS, he said, the reason he gave, he said, I'm no longer interested in adjusting my status. Now, USCIS has come back with an acknowledgement, and they've withdrawn and closed my case. But they also sent another letter giving me 33 days to leave the country.
Right.
Now, I have a pending asylum, and when I was applying for my asylum, I included the what is it called? There's a clause not to be pushed out of the U.S.
Right.
So I'm wondering how to move forward from here. I've actually written to your office to see if I can retain you to help me moving forward.
Well, first of all, was that true? Was your lawyer right that you wanted to not proceed on your 485 anymore? Was that true?
No, the thing is, my wife abandoned me, and so the interview date came when I did not know where she was, and when I tried to reach out through a mutual friend, we couldn't get a hold of her. So when I came to the show, you said, okay, the best thing is for you not to appear solo because you will be denied, but you can ask for a meeting from your lawyer and tell him to withdraw your 485. And so when I went to speak with him, I said, okay, what is going to happen to my does this interview affect my asylum case? And he said, either you just leave the case slide or withdraw your 485. I said, okay, go ahead and withdraw my 485.
Yeah, well, you don't have to leave. That's just a form letter, that asylum thing. Are you in immigration court, or is your asylum case still at the asylum office?
So I got my receipt because I submitted my asylum in 2020.
Yeah.
And I got the receipt, and I haven't gotten an interview yet. When I go to the USCIS website, they say the next steps is you'll be invited for an in-person interview, but that hasn't happened.
So you don't have to leave. You're just on asylum now.
Okay, but what happens to this notice of the 33 days?
That's all BS. Don't listen to it.
And then it went ahead to say it then nullifies my work authorization and advanced travel parole, and that they will issue an NTA.
Yeah, they won't, because you have an pending asylum case.
Oh,
you might want to have your lawyer send them a copy of your asylum receipt and just make sure that they don't do anything, but that you probably don't need to. They're not going to put you in removal.
Okay. I'll be waiting to hear from your office because I've written to retain you as my new lawyer. Thank you.
With the team. We'll follow up, Randy. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you very much.
All right. Without much further ado, everyone's been waiting to hear what happened at Shabaz's interview or meeting at the Houston Asylum Office. He doesn't look too happy. I don't know. Shabaz, what do you got?
Not Houston Asylum Office.
Oh, Houston Immigration Office.
Yeah, USCIS. Jim, I go there and I told them there was one lady. I told her that, ma'am, this is my travel document request. I want to travel. My child is sick back home. And she put my alien number in the system, and she took my documents and she sent email to that Texas Service Center. And she told me, I am going to expedite your request. So they will work now on your application. So she told me that I told her that, ma'am, it's 5.5 years. I did not see my child. And I am waiting for my I-485 also, my decision. So she told me that you are right. We don't have enough staff. There is so many applications. If you put expedite request, sometimes they are not working on your application.
Yeah.
So this is the brochure. So we are sitting here to listen you. We are sitting here to help you. So there is very less staff. So she write my receipt number and she told me I will go to the officer and I will tell her to work on your application on I-485.
Great. That's good news.
Yeah. So she told me she's having some brochure. She told me this is a free appointment. So if you have your case is not moving and it's goes outside of normal processing time, so you can come here and you can ask the query. When I go there, Jim, there was like a total 30 people it was showing for appointment. Out of 30, there was 25 people they came there for advance payroll.
Hmm.
But this lady, she told me that she took my documents and she sent these documents to that Texas Service Center, and she told me now in like 48 hour or 72 hour they will work on your application. So she did in front of me this one, but at the reception, these people, I think they are the clerks.
Yeah.
They are not the immigration officer.
So some offices they are, some offices they aren't.
Yeah. So I did that. She told me, I told her, ma'am, I send you the RFE reply. Did you got it? She told me, I cannot check. The officer can check, but I took your request and I am going to tell him that this is the receipt number. Please take this application and work on that application.
So are you getting your hopes up, or are you still frustrated?
I'm not frustrated, but she told me we don't have staff, and there was one new staff. She was teaching her how to work.
Yeah, so she's brand new. So she's just some nice lady. She doesn't know how things really work over there.
Yeah.
It sounds like she tried to help.
She tried to help me. Yeah, she told me that she took my emergency documents, and these documents, my child is sick back home. I submitted in November.
But didn't you apply for asylum?
Huh?
Back in the day, didn't you apply for asylum or no?
Me?
Yeah. Have you ever had an asylum claim? No.
What kind of but my asylum case is got dismissed.
Yeah, but you said that you feared going back to that home country, right?
But Jim, I got married, and this.
No, but that doesn't change. So just listen to me, Shabazz. You swore under. Is this Pakistan we're talking about?
Yeah.
But you swore under oath that if you went to Pakistan, bad things were going to happen to you, right?
But Jim, after that, the circumstances changed.
Okay.
I got married.
Okay. Well, that's not a change of circumstance. No.
Yeah.
That's a change of circumstances for Shabazz. What you need is a change of circumstances in Pakistan. Have things in Pakistan become safer for you?
Yeah, it's changed. Yeah.
How?
Oh, Jim, there are hundreds of people who file asylum. They got married, and this because my asylum case is got dismissed, and I don't want to talk about my asylum case.
But that's my point. They might want to talk about it. That's my point.
Who?
USCIS. Okay, so walk me through that. Hold on. Let me walk you through it. Hold on. You hold on.
Hold on. No. They can't talk about my. They can't.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
It's got dismissed from the court.
Doesn't mean anything. Wait, listen up. So let me walk you through it. So let me tell you this. Your visit yesterday to the Houston Immigration Office pays off, and tomorrow you get advanced parole. Okay?
Yeah.
So tomorrow, advanced parole comes to your house.
Yeah.
You fly back to Pakistan.
Who said that I'm going to travel on advance payroll?
Well, isn't that why you wanted it?
Maybe I will not travel on advance payroll. I will.
Well, I don't want you to travel on it. That's the point. I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to get you to not travel on it.
Jim, I applied. Let's see what happened. But maybe I will not travel on advance payroll.
Okay. I don't want you to travel.
I will wait for my I-485 green card. I will travel on a green card.
Wait. So just to be clear, the reason that you really want your advanced parole is because you think it moves your green card case along too.
No. Maybe I will travel on advance payroll. It depends.
All right, buddy. We'll keep us posted. Okay.
But they. I have some friends. They never ask.
Yeah, but listen, Shabazz, all the time, 99 people have no problem, but the 100th person has a problem.
If they ask me, I will tell them it's got dismissed, and the things are changed for me in back home.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because I got married and it's got dismissed.
Okay, Shabazz, keep us posted. Okay.
If you married with the U.S. citizen, they will give you forgiveness for everything. When I came in U.S., I started working at the gas station. I was not having the work permit.
That's forgiven. But my advice, Shabazz, is for anybody that ever applies for asylum, they should not go back to that country until they become a citizen. That's my advice. I tell that to everybody.
So, Jim, I have like 923 friends who go there different countries and they come back.
Okay.
Jim, why you're making complicated for the people things? Don't make complicated for the people things. Make easier. This lady, she told me we are sitting here to help you.
Okay, Shabazz.
She told me, don't worry, everything is going to happen slowly. We are hiring people. We are sitting here to help you. We are welcoming people here.
All right. So you'll let me know if you get advanced parole. You're going to call me back.
Huh?
You'll call me back if you get your green card or
Yeah.
your advanced parole. You'll call me.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. See you, buddy. Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan.
Old Shabazz, man, he really puts me through it, doesn't he? Oh my gosh, that was a good one. He has 937 friends from Pakistan that all went back after applying for asylum. All right. Eric is here. Hi, Eric.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Thank you.
What's up?
Spoke with you some time ago. Still waiting for my approval. Well, I got a letter from the lawyer from USCIS. They approved the work permits.
Mm-hmm.
17 months waiting for it. I looked at the on my account, on USCIS account. I logged in. It doesn't show that it's approved, but I looked at the where it says documents, and they have the approval there. They have not updated the, like it says, it still says case being actively reviewed. But they send me the letter that is approved for a work permit for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now my question is, my brother got the same thing, the same way. But how long do you think it takes for them to send a card? Because I mean, I'm worried because I live in Texas, and the law how it's supposed to come in. They don't know if it's going to happen or not. I would like to get my license, but I have the letter. I don't know if I can go to see if they give me the license with the letter, or I don't know, because it's already been, they approved it on the 13th. They say they approve on the 13th of March 13th. And it's been already, what
2 weeks.
Almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I don't know what if my brother went with the card. When he got the card, he went and they told him that they still couldn't verify the work permit. He had to wait another 2-3 weeks before they sent it to Austin, and it took him like a month. That was after he got the card. Now I don't even have the card yet.
How long did it take him between when they approved it and when he got the card?
I don't remember, but it don't take him very long.
I think it's usually like a week or two.
Yeah, it says they approve it on the 13th.
Yeah.
And we're on the 28th, so it's 15 days.
What's the basis of the work card? How did you get the work card?
Adjustment of status on 245I.
Okay.
I've been waiting so long, so I have to wait. I know.
Yeah.
But the only thing is that because this law is about to come in effect, I don't know what's going to happen or not. And if I can get that before, that way I'll be more, feel better.
I think maybe call USCIS and say, has the work card been produced? Has it been mailed? Try to figure out where it is.
No, well, okay. It still shows on the account, shows the same thing. Doesn't say anything. It says still actively review. But I do have the letter already, which says the approval.
So I'd start calling them.
Okay.
Somebody said it takes 21 days. I think the people in the comments know best because they deal with that stuff. I think 2-3 weeks. I think you're probably going to get it in about a week.
Okay. Well, hopefully, because you know this
It's
is
stressful.
it's very
Right.
stressful. I've been waiting for a lot, and after this, my brother case is the same. I mean, my mom, she's a citizen. She filed for us, and after he got the work permit, it took about maybe 3-4 months to get the green card approval.
Good.
So I'm hoping, you know, but at the same time, you know.
I think you're good, buddy. I think you're good.
Yeah, and after you get the green card, is there any other restriction besides that to travel? I mean,
Nope.
I've never filed the what you call the parole, because they told me that if I filed the parole together with the work permit, it was going to take longer.
Right.
Had I known it was going to take 17 months, I would probably file for it. But,
once you get the green card, you won't need parole.
Okay. It's not like I'm planning to travel soon, but you know, my question is that, I mean, once I get it, do I need to wait or do other things?
You have a valid passport?
Yes, sir. Mexican passport.
You're fine, buddy.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. Okay.
Eric, hang in there. Yep. See how stressful it is for people in Texas, thanks to that shithead Greg Abbott and his racist ass law. Getting back to Shabazz, I mean, that you guys, Shabazz is funny and it's all hilarious. It actually is hilarious, but it's also sort of serious. You see how people are sometimes. They just don't want to listen. They just want to hear what they want to hear. And I believe that if you apply for asylum and you go back to your home country and they naturalize you, you could still get your naturalization taken away if they think you made a fake asylum case. So Shabazz is like, well, I got married, so that case is over. Why, Jim, why are you trying to make people stress? I'm not trying to make people stress. It's just my job is to think about the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario for him is he gets advanced parole. He goes back to Pakistan. He sees his son after 5 years. Then he comes back. And I know 100% that when you travel as an immigrant to Pakistan, they know about it right away. So then I think he gets called in for an interview for that green card. And they say, Shabazz, what the heck? You went back to Pakistan. You had this asylum case. What's the deal? And then that screws up his green card. So the saga of Shabazz continues. EM question. What do you say, EM question? You're on mute.
Oh, do you mind taking me off camera, Jim? Just
all done.
Somehow my audio is very low when I hear you. Just a quick question. If pretty much have 140 approved, just waiting for the date to become current. My wife is out of status. She overstayed her visa. Will it be safe just for me when it comes to like I have the date is current for a green card, just for me to apply by myself and not add her on the process?
Well, that's a complicated question that we would have to look at everything. This is an I-140 that you're applying for?
Yes.
EB2, EB3, what?
Say that again.
EB2 or EB3?
EB2.
And so has the I-140 been approved? Has the I-140
I mean, it's currently pending.
But you're in status.
Yes, I currently have TPS to El Salvador.
Well, I don't know if that's
and pretty much I did, I was able to travel, come back, got an I-94 current, and that's how I was able to move forward with the EB2 application.
You have a lawyer helping you?
Yes.
Okay. I think this is too technical a question for me to be able to answer it like this. You should ask your lawyers what to do with her. I don't know her status. I don't know when she entered. I don't know what the likelihood of any of this is doing. I mean, I think you have to list her, but I don't think you should try. She can't adjust if she's out of status.
Okay. Yeah. No, they told me that when it comes to applying for the green card, it's better just for me to become a permanent resident and then wait until I become a U.S. citizen and then apply for her. That would be the easiest route.
I think that's probably true, unless she gets into some kind of trouble. But yeah, that's probably the right call.
Yes. And
right.
my second question will be also, let's say, okay, I get my green card. We do have two kids. I mean, two childs, a 2 and a 5-year-old. They're U.S. citizens. Is it possible to apply for a waiver because she overstayed her visa, and how long will that take?
Well, when you're a green card holder, you could start that process, but I mean, right now it's a 4.5-year process. So I would say I wouldn't waste my time with that. I would just probably do what the attorneys are saying, which is focus on you getting your green card and then your citizenship, because that's probably what's going to get her back in status. A waiver, just the processing time, the wait time for the spouse of a green card holder right now is 4+ years. So I just don't think it's very realistic to think that the waiver is going to be faster than you just becoming a citizen.
Oh, okay, I understand. I've been watching your video, the lives and videos, and I've been hearing that the length of the waiver is pretty long, so that's why I figured that probably just waiting, become a U.S. citizen and then apply for her will be the easiest route.
Probably.
Overall. But hey, thank you so much, Jim.
You got it. Thanks. Good luck. Najib is here. What do you say, Najib?
What's going on, Jim? How are you, man?
I'm good, buddy. How you doing?
Pretty good. I got a small question about my case. Remember I told you about they gave me the green card without allowed me have a waiver? So they processed my green card because I came in on visa, whatever.
Yeah.
Some friend told me if I email the senator, and they probably will be able to help me to get my citizenship, because I don't want to wait till my wife to become a citizenship. It's going to take her like a year and a half. Is that truly the senator will help in this situation, since that's a USCIS mistake?
So I'm sorry, Najib. I don't remember your case. You're going to have to walk me through it all over again.
My case is when my dad applied for my citizenship, I was already on a B1, B2 visa and overstaying, and I was over 21 years old.
Okay.
And during this process, they called me for the 485, and they complete my 485. And when I went to the citizenship, the officer realized that I supposed to have a waiver done in order to them to approve the 485.
That you got your green card by mistake by USCIS.
Correct. Is that what they want to call it, or what happened during this time? Maybe there is no waiver needed at this time back in 2016, but I doubt it.
There was. You did.
So, do you think would be a great thing to email a senator and explain to them my situation?
I don't think there's a damn thing the senator will do for you or can do for you. It's a complete waste of time.
Yeah. So the best thing is, what is my green card valid to travel overseas?
Hell no. You should not. You should not leave the United. You should not. It's 0-100. Not is 199. You should not leave the United States.
So how can I put myself in deportation to grant the green card from the judge?
How long have you been in the United States?
18 years.
No problems with the law?
Good moral character. Married to a green card, family U.S. citizen.
You should email me.
I emailed you. You say you don't work on deportation.
Well, this isn't deportation.
I mean, your staff told me we don't work on your cases.
Email info@, and I'll make sure that we flag it. Just say, I'm Najib. I was the last caller on Wednesday's show.
Last time I was just going to put myself in deportation, just travel overseas and come back, at the CPS.
But travel overseas, they might not let you back in. So you might self-deport.
They have to, because,
No, they don't. They could throw you in jail and start deportation with you in jail. How would that be? Were you in jail for 6 months? I've had that case.
And the reason for they put you in jail for?
You have no valid green card. You're not a lawful permanent resident.
Why they didn't send me no deportation letter when they denied the case?
Because they're being nice. All right, thanks, Najib. I got to go.
I got an email you, right?
Yep, email info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com.
Appreciate it, buddy.
See you, buddy. All right, everybody, that'll do it for today's show. We'll be back tomorrow. I did notice one of my favorite people showed up. Nurse Laura is one of my favorite people, but Donna was giving the love to Nurse Laura. Hi, Jim. Just tuning in. It's very hot today in Jamaica. Big up all Yardie on the platform. You got to love it when she gives the big up to all the Yardie. I don't know, all you Yardie deserve the big up, but Donna gave it to all of you, so I'm going to give it to all of you. I might say to all the Yardie except maybe for Shabazz because he was bothering me today. But anyway, we love Donna. Glad to see you. We'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Central Time. Have a great night. Today's Noor's first soccer game, so we'll see what happens. I hope you all have a